This is Lucas Playz, a content creator who has almost 200,000 subscribers and has 1.5 million total views. His main content used to revolve around Piggy and other games inspired by it, specifically Guesty. His content nowadays is Steal a Brain Rot and Grow a Garden. Yeah, I wish I was joking when I said this, but let's get back on topic. Lucas has leaked his age and birthday before, which I won't say unless it's absolutely necessary, but all you need to know is that as I'm in the process of making this video, he is currently 17 years old and turning 18 in 2026, meaning that he will be an adult in less than a year from now. Most of these incidents took place in 2023 and 2024, but there has also been newfound evidence that proves how different he is when he's not recording. So with all of that out of the way, allow me to reveal to you, the viewer, Lucas Playz and his scummy act. This first part of exposing Lucas is him making insanely creepy and weird jokes. Do note that while he was at the very least 15 years old while making these jokes, that should not be an excuse for the statements he's made. To start off, this all happened in a friend group, so there are many witnesses who can confirm this happening. I would post pictures of my pets in the group chat thinking that it wouldn't be a big deal. Lucas comes in asking if he should do some very gross and despicable acts to my pets, if you know what I mean by that. As if somehow that wasn't already bad enough, he would also make very disgusting jokes towards me and would even mention one of my family members and would talk about him sleeping with them. The amount of times that he's made weird jokes towards me is just unfathomable. Even if he was 15 or 16 at the time, there is no way that it should be excused. I was about 13 or 14 when these took place too. There are also screen recordings that I'm currently playing that clearly show that these were sent from his account, and the username matches with the one in his Discord server, which he has promoted in the past before, proving that it was him sending these messages. Speaking of his Discord server, let's talk about how terribly moderated it really is. He actively allows his moderators, more specifically his co-owner, to say racial slurs multiple times despite wanting to quote-unquote keep it family friendly. His server also revolves around Steal a Brain Rot and Grow a Garden, meaning kids could potentially want to join his server just to be met with slurs. If he really wanted to keep the server family friendly, then he would have taken action against his co-owner and put a stop to slurs in the server, to which he did absolutely nothing about, and the co-owner is still ranked in his server to this day. While we're on the topic of racism, let's take a look at what Lucas himself has said. Not only has he himself also said slurs multiple times, but he's been proven to have been intolerant to people who are Chinese. I've seen his face before, and needless to say, he does not look like he can use the slurs that he said. A while back, Lucas had made a really crappy video trying to quote-unquote expose me. Now, originally I didn't want to bring it up, but I figured that I'm already calling out Lucas for his disturbing acts, and I also never made a proper response to that video, so here we are. This topic is going to be an extremely long one since there's a lot of explanation needed that Lucas did not provide. Now, right off the bat, there are many things that already make this video seem like it was rushed. You'll notice how he stutters in the video and also makes mistakes saying words.
I'm be telling you guys the truth behind Ghostly Liam. Yes, guys, you heard that, guys. Ghostly Liam. I never thought I would do an exposed video, but turns out I had to because he been doing so many dumb stuff in the past. And I gotta do this exposed video to let you guys know what he has done. And yeah, Before we start, make sure you grab some snacks, popcorns, because
This likely means he did not write a script, which could potentially mean that this is all false. He also says what I say in a very blatant mocking voice, which is just extremely unprofessional if you're trying to do your best and expose someone. Most of his accusations against me are either false or taken out of context, so with that being said, let's talk about his accusations. First accusation, he talks about me and one of my former friends, Cam Duder, getting into a fight and saying that I caused it, which I don't exactly understand why that's expose worthy because friends fight all the time. Even though I'm no longer friends with Cam, it's completely normal for fights to happen in friendships. Regardless, Cam has also had a tendency of being extremely needy of attention on numerous occasions, so this could be any fight he's talking about, and I'm 99% sure Cam Duder started it. Second accusation, Lucas claimed that I was trying to steal Cam Duder's account after Cam had gotten his old account back, because the account I was accused of stealing was his new one ever since Cam's original account got locked out for an unknown reason. This is simply false. Now, this was on a call, so you'll just have to take my word for it, but Cam said that I could have access to the account he used for the time being after he got his old account back. After a while, I asked Cam if I could sell his limiteds, and I said it was fine if he didn't want me to. Instead of saying something that maybe wouldn't escalate the situation, Cam instead went on to say I was trying to steal his account after he quite literally gave me access to it not even that long ago. Third accusation. He then goes on to say that I was being rude to one of Cam Duder's friends, Mr. Raz. Now again, I don't get how this is a reason to try and expose me, but at the same time, Lucas's expose video was poorly put together. That being said, I will admit that this is true, but there is a reason as to why it is. For no reason at all, Lucas had decided to invite Mr. Raz to our group chat, which at first wasn't a big deal since he was actually chill for a bit. But then Raz started showing off his ego to everyone in the group chat after a while. Now, because Lucas had owned the group chat, we all unanimously said that Raz should be kicked out. But despite barely even interacting with him, Lucas still decided to keep him in the group chat for no reason, which led to him showing off his ego even more, and eventually led to me, quote-unquote, being rude to him. Fourth accusation, he then claims that I stole his old Discord server. Now this one is going to be a very complicated one to explain, but I will do my best trying to give as much context as possible. So there was a moderator in Lucas's old server who would abuse their powers and would give me unwanted ranks after I told them multiple times to stop. I asked Lucas if he could demote them, but for some odd reason, despite owning the server, he didn't know how to demote other people. So I suggested that Lucas transfer the ownership to me so I could do it myself. Unfortunately, it would backfire a lot because even though I was able to demote that moderator, I didn't think that I would need a code that was sent to my email saying that I would need to use it if I wanted to give the ownership back. Now, normally this wouldn't be an issue, but because my Discord account was linked to an email that was logged out of and I had also forgotten the password to, I wasn't able to give Lucas his ownership back and he had to make a new server because of it. I didn't think that I would need an email I had actual access to give Lucas his server back. He also openly admits to using my real life face as his profile picture on both YouTube and Discord because of it. And I really don't know how he found those pictures in the first place because I had never sent them at all. What he did was pretty much dox someone over an honest mistake, and I don't get how anyone can think that this is justified. Now, surely you'd think this part is over, right? Well, you'd be wrong, because he also had the audacity to say that I would need to apologize to him because I accidentally took his server without knowing. The fact that he said that he shouldn't be the one apologizing after he admitted to doxing me is far worse than accidentally taking control over your friend's server is completely absurd. So while it technically was in a way true, the way that he handled it cannot even be close to be justified. Fifth accusation. He then claims that I said that his parents were bad at parenting, which is true, but again, I don't understand how that's expose-worthy. Basically, he tried to play off his racism of the stereotypical Chinese people eat dogs and cats as a joke. And yes, I did say that his parents were terrible parents, because whoever raises their kid to become an entitled brat with a huge ego clearly failed as a parent. This also isn't the only time that he's being racist, since he had also said racial slurs multiple times. His final accusation is where he closes off the video by saying that I'm racist, as if he already didn't have enough proof against him spamming gross jokes, saying slurs, and letting his moderators say slurs without getting any punishment. The thumbnail of his video is also a crappy made drawing of one of my characters in a maid outfit, which, one, that's just weird, and two, that not only proves that his video was poorly put together, but it also proves that he doesn't care about actually doing his research. He just cares about trying to make me seem like a bad person. Now, I said in the beginning that Lucas has just less than 200,000 subscribers. Well, to be exact, he has 177,000. Now, you'd think that with such a high subscriber count, he would have a lot of views on his long-form videos. Out of all of his long-form videos, there have only been 4 within a span of a year that actually have more than 1,000 views. Even then, 1,000 views is still pretty low for a channel with almost 200,000 subscribers. If your long-form videos are barely pulling in 1,000 views and you have almost 200,000 subscribers, then something very clearly is not adding up. This final part of the video will be going over a couple things that Lucas has done that were pretty stupid to joke about, but weren't major enough to have their own separate parts. To start off, after a member of the popular band One Direction, Liam Payne, had tragically lost his life in 2024, Lucas thought it would be funny to joke about his death and say that I died because we just so happened to have the same name. Unsurprisingly, no one in the group chat thought it was funny. Another part is that Lucas simply decided to record himself quote-unquote having cancer.
Guys, I have cancer. I'm diagnosed with ligma. Fuck, I'm gonna die, bro. I have something in my stomach that causes problems. I'm gonna die, man. Oh my god, guys.
If he really did have cancer, he would be in agonizing pain every day, every week, and would be in a hospital bed. Instead of any of that, he simply just fakes it and again thinks it was funny, which still had no one laughing. And he thinks that joking about people's deaths and cancer is funny, which, spoiler alert, both are not funny regardless of what anyone thinks. I'm going to leave my video here. Thanks for watching this video if you stayed towards the end, and please spread this video out to as many people as you possibly can, because Lucas really cannot get away with this for any longer. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and also go subscribe to my It Won't Work channel too, because I've been more active on that channel recently. Huge thanks to my friend for providing me with other evidence against Lucas as well. Before you guys leave this video, I just want to remind you guys to not go harassing anyone that may have been mentioned in this video, because this video is not supposed to be an attack on anyone, but I just wanted to share this out to the public. Again, thank you guys for watching.